What's up, guys? Been a couple days without a vlog. Honestly, been trying to get a hold of a new camera. I want the videos to be a bit more quality. I want the audio to be better, and it's hard to do that with an iPhone. But yeah, so that's just a dilemma. Anyway, so I have a pair of shoes that I've worn several times, and I want to do a review on them because I don't feel like people gave them a fair chance. The shoes I'm talking about are these. 2017 Adidas Pure Boost. Brand new design from any Pure Boost beforehand. And there's really a lot to them. Comfort level is awesome. I'm gonna go hit the gym right now, come back. I'll take them off, show you guys my favorite things about them, and then we'll put them on feet as usual. See you then. I'm gonna head over to Best Buy. Really enjoying doing YouTube, not enjoying the shitty quality, shitty audio. I want to deliver a better experience for you guys, and I also want to enjoy my videos a bit more, as selfish as that may sound, but I'm putting work into this. I want it to look good, sound good, so I can look back years from now. Hopefully this turns out. I see a little bit of success here. When I put work into something, I want it to look good, turn out good, and I want it to be the best that it can be. While I'm still ridiculously tiny and really nobody to anybody, to be quality. Sorry about the beeping, I just realized that. And like I said, I want this to be quality. I want it all to turn out good. So I'm gonna head over to Best Buy. I don't like Best Buy, just so you guys know, but there's really nowhere else to go look at cameras. So while I might not purchase from them, check them out, hold them, see what I like. I'm looking at a Sony right now. And yeah, let's get over there. And then, like I said, we'll get into some shoes later on. I got like 4 cameras here, man. Why'd I even come here? I hate this place. All right, so that was a waste of a trip. Let me talk about why I'm not a fan of Best Buy. I don't think it's fair to just say I hate the place and then never talk about it again. A while back, I bought a headset here for gaming in particular, and it broke fairly quickly. I came back here expecting to just be able to exchange it. They wouldn't do it. They basically denied the exchange, said it wasn't gonna happen, and that was that. At that time, I kind of vowed that I wouldn't shop with them anymore. Amazon's a lot easier to work with. If anything ever goes wrong with your Amazon purchases, they honor them for what seems like a lifetime. So walking in right now and seeing a huge selection of drones, and honestly I said 4, but I think there was 6 cameras on display, really solidified the fact that I should just stick to shopping with Amazon. But what sucks is I wanted to be able to hold the cameras, see how they feel, see how I like them. That's just probably not gonna happen, so I'll watch a few more reviews. I think I really want the Sony a7R II, just because I want to be able to do photos and video. Everyone says the S2 is better for video and the R2 is better for photo, but I think the A7R2 can do both fairly well. They both record in 4K. Anyway, let's get home and talk about some shoes. All right, back home. Like I said, Best Buy was boring as hell. Didn't have a whole lot to play with, look at, anything. Tons of drones. I want a drone eventually, but we'll get to that later. So, the shoe I want to talk about today is the 2017 Pure Boost. Adidas dropped these, I want to say, maybe 2 to 3 months ago. I'm not exactly sure on the exact release date. When I saw this shoe leak, the first leaked images of it were amazing. I wanted it right away when it dropped. So the first colorways were announced, and I believe this is the first one that dropped alongside a burgundy and I think the Oreos. This was my favorite colorway. I think the maroon heel tab here really set it off. But overall, this is one of my favorite shoes that has come out, and the price point is really good. 140 bucks. All right, I had to let that helicopter pass. I apologize. Tons of freeway noise out here, but beautiful day. Had to come outside. Office gets boring. So, like I was saying, the only thing that's not up to Ultra Boost standards, I guess, is the knit on here. Little stretchy, not as nice as Prime Knit though. It's more of a mesh knit combination. There's a ton of boost. Adidas did a really good job adding a ton of cushion to this. I think it's a little less than an Ultra Boost, but overall, ton of boost, ton of cushion, super comfortable. Now, if you look at the toe box and you're familiar with Yeezys, this has the same, I believe people say like a teardrop, water drop. When you're looking down on it, it's got, you know, a really wide stance here in the toe box area. The other cool thing about these is the tongue. The tongue can be, you can play with this tongue however you want it. You can pull it out if you want your laces super loose, pull the tongue out, or just leave it. It's kind of overlaps on itself. There's a ton of tongue to work with, and that's a tongue twister. Next, Adidas did not include insoles in these. If you've watched any videos of mine before, you see that I typically pull my insoles out because I think the foot on the Boost is the most cushion that you need, and that's just my personal preference. I know people like insoles, people need insoles for different reasons. That's just my personal preference. So when I see a Boost without an insole, it doesn't turn me off in any way, shape, or form. Now, I mentioned these heel tabs earlier. I have no idea what they do other than look aesthetically different. You look at it from the back, they sit out fairly wide, but when they're on foot, they don't look weird, they don't look different. And Adidas, you know, they push the boundaries when it comes to doing things differently. If you have NMDs, you know that they have the big ass blocks on the side. And these just, they look cool. I think they wanted to add something to the heel area, and it works out. The other thing that I like about this shoe, stitching on the toe box, stitching on the heel panel. Really did a good job of offsetting, adding a little hints of color into the shoe. Now, the only downfall that I have with this shoe, I've worn it for about 2 months now, and I've worn it a lot. The only thing that really turns me off is you can see where the tongue overlaps here on the toe box. They're a little snug there, and that'll press into your toe. It works out and stretches a little bit over time, but initially it was a bit uncomfortable. I didn't like it right off the bat. Like I said, I've worn them for about 3 months now. Love the shoe. I don't have any other complaints about it. This little arch that comes in right here in the web pattern on the outsole is a bit different, but like I said, Adidas does things differently, and that's one of the things that keeps them going and keeps people excited about the brand. Is, you know, they're not doing everything the same. Brand new model, it's exciting. I appreciate it. The outsole is not Continental, just basic Adidas rubber. I believe that was something they did to keep the cost low. I mentioned it earlier, retails 140 bucks. So no prime knit, no Continental outsole, but a ton of boost. No prime knit, no Continental outsole. Keep the cost low, ton of boost, ton of comfort. Really, really, really like the shoe. Now, before I put them on feet, I want to mention how I lace these up. So they came with flat laces, alternate flat laces that are really cool. They're a multicolor, but they just don't look good. Because of these lace loops right here, the flat laces just don't sit properly, in my opinion. So if you look up towards the top of the shoe, there's 2 spots you can stick these laces through. So what I did was use both of them. I went all the way up, there was a little bit left, just took the end of the lace and stuck it through the second optional hole here, and they just chill. The shoe's already tight enough, it doesn't need to be tied, in my opinion. You can run in them, you can bike in them, you can, you know, they work out in the gym, they don't slip on my feet at all. I got a size 10. It's a little snug. I wear a 10.5 in most Ultra Boost, so the 10's a little snug, but the 10.5 was just monstrous. So that's my opinion on sizing. Adidas is all over the place with sizing, so maybe try them on before you buy them if you can find them, if you're interested in them. Pure Boost 2017, one of my favorite shoes this year. Definitely worth grabbing one pair at least if you're a fan of Boost. Not a whole lot of hype around them, so they are available. I think this colorway was one of the only ones that sold out. But yeah, let's stick them on feet, check out how they look. And if you guys enjoyed the video, I'd really appreciate it if you leave me a thumbs up, leave me a comment, let me know what I can do better. And as always, the subscribe helps the channel grow. So until next time, guys, peace out.